Hello friends, today we are discussing on the topic is arrays, types of arrays in Java. So let's start. An array is a Java is a group of like type variables referenced to by a common name. Arrays in a Java work differently than they do in a C or C++. Following some important points about Java in arrays. So in Java, all arrays are dynamically allocated. Arrays are stored in contiguously memory. Since arrays are objects in Java, we can find their length using the object's property. So, like property length, this is different from C or C++, where we find the length using size of. A Java array variable can also be declared like other variables with square curly braces after the square curly bracket after the data type. The variables in the array are ordered and each has an index beginning from a 0. Java array can also be used as static field, a local variable, or a method parameter. A size of an array must be specified by integer or short value, not long. The direct superclass of an array type is object. Every array type implements the interfaces clonable and the java.serializable. This storage of arrays help us in a randomly accessing the elements of an array. So the size of array cannot be altered. However, an array reference can be made up of point of another array. An array can contain primitives, data types, int, character, and etc. An object or non-primitive references of a class, depending on the definition of the array. In the case of primitive data types, the actual value are stored in the contiguously memory locations. In the case of class object, in the class of object, the creating an initialization and accession of an array. So one-dimensional array. An array declaration has two components: the type and the same type and the name. The declares the elements type of the array. The elements type determines the data type of each elements that comprise the arrays. Like an array, the integers we can also create an array of other primitive data types like character, float, double, etc. Or user-defined data types objects of a class. This the elements type of arrays determines what type of data arrays will hold. What types of data? Although the first declaration establishes that arrays is an array variable, no actual array exists. It merely tells the compiler that this variable will hold an array of integer type. Two like int array with an actual physical array of integers. You must allocate one using new add assign to array. In installation of an array in Java, when we array is a declare, only what the references of an array is created. To create a give memory to the array, you create an array like this. To general form of new as applies to one-dimensional arrays appears as follows. So here type of specific has the type of data begin allocated. Size determines the number of elements in the array and variables name of the array. Variable that is linked to the array to use new to allocate an array. You must specify the type of numbers of elements in array. Thank you.